been a nightmare for Big U. The superseding indictment just dropped, which we'll discuss shortly, and WACK100 has officially announced he's going after.
Now, what you see is Poetic Flakko, and as you guys are clearly hearing, he is aware of the superseding indictment against Big U. Now, the crazy thing about it is when he is mentioning the superseding indictment, what he won't mention is this.
The superseding indictment returned today also adds new overt acts to the indictment racketeering conspiracy charge. These acts include the following allegations. 2014, Henley is and his associates assaulted and chased a Grammy-winning recording artist through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt for failing to show respect. The next one says Henley embezzled in 2019.
Now, with that all being said, Flakko reads the indictment, but he somehow doesn't think it's important to bring up this airport incident. And I think that this is just what I'm thinking. Maybe, Flakko may be being possibly, just my thought process here, there's no fact in this. Is he being extorted by WACK100? Or is he being threatened or blackmailed or something by WACK100? Because we do know that WACK does have a history of extortion. We remember the situation with Oscar De La Hoya. So what I'm about to play for you is audio of WACK100 openly admitting to extorting and exposing Oscar De La Hoya.
It's all right.
Yeah,
tell that nigga
left looking like Squidward, bro.
Tell that nigga if he love you, he better holler at Oscar De La Hoya's attorney. Tell that nigga I got a couple videos and pictures. He don't want him to come out. Tell that nigga run that bag. Yeah.
Oh shit, Wack.
I have a couple pictures and videos that if he doesn't want it to come out, tell him to run that bag. That will be blackmail and extortion. So I'm wondering if he has those same type of incidents on Flakko, because Flakko just seemingly never talks about the fact that WACK100 has also admitted to this.
16, you can find it on Google where them niggas that beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out to LA Club. Google Future gets rushed in LA Club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's broke, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, Wack, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch John Dolph on.
Right.
So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's for shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connect to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, his light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trick his money the next day.
Now, there you have it. WACK100 openly admitting that he, without being provoked, without being coerced, just decided that he wanted to chase Future through the airport. So I'm wondering why when Flakko's talking about the indictment, he never brings that up. But I'm thinking it's because WACK100 does have an extreme history of violence towards Poetic Flakko, and Poetic Flakko may be intimidated and may feel like, it's not within his space or within his safety to do this, because Wack is a very at times violent individuals when things like this are happening. So here you have a situation where Flakko had a guest on his show, and out of Flakko's control, the guest, said some things about WACK100, but you can't really blame Flakko for things that other people said about WACK100. And rather than just have a conversation like a human being with Flakko, this happens. Watch how, in a very short time, the conversation goes from bad to absolutely worse.
That shit gonna lead to some shit.
Well, it's not like my show though. Like
It was your show. I got niggas from prison sending me the shit. Cause they think I'm here every day.
No, true though, it's not my show, right?
It's your show.
No, the title is.
You got them up there.
Yes, right?
Yeah, so either no, you gonna do what you gotta do, or they gonna do it like you gonna have to make a decision, bro.
Here, bro, but like, right? Think
It
it's
ain't
this
up
though,
for
right?
discussion, bro. You from North Dakota.
No, true, right? Like, but like in
Flakko, I'm not trying to hear nothing. I tell you what.
No, but it's
Here you have Flakko just trying to explain, how he is just a podcaster. He's not tied up in any type of street or illegal activities. And you see WACK100 just brazenly cutting him off. He just doesn't want to hear anything Flakko has to say. And as Flakko sits there stammering, he's so, nervous, he can't even get any words out. WACK100 is just going to continue this onslaught of aggression and intimidation towards Flakko. And we're going to see how this builds up. Now, keep in mind, this was a few years ago, but Flakko never forgot how WACK100 not only accosted him, but also had a firearm while doing it. Let's continue on.
my show though. Like, it's
what
their
I'ma
show
do.
too,
That's what I'm gonna do.
If you don't mind me asking, what exactly was
So
said,
it ain't
right?
they show. You let them in, nigga.
Right.
You let them in, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga.
But
You let them in. I'm not playing with you, nigga. You let them in, nigga. You playing games.
But it's
you
not
a
my
North
show,
Dakota
Wack.
nigga playing games. I'm not Brick
Yeah.
Baby. I start with you right here.
But it's not my show, though.
Okay, I tell you what. This what I'm gonna do. When my homies get here, I'm gonna act like I'm not here.
But it's not my show though.
That's cool.
So here you now have Wack telling Flakko that not only does he have the power to accost Flakko himself, he actually also has the power for other people to accost Flakko. And it just makes you wonder, why wasn't Adam doing a better job of keeping Flakko safe in the No Jumper podcast studio? But even deeper than that, how much power does Wack actually have to where he can have other people act on his behalf to cause harm to Flakko? And again, just kind of makes you wonder when it comes to now this Big U situation, why Flakko won't really cover the aspect where WACK100 is involved is because maybe Flakko has been threatened. Maybe his life is on the line. Maybe Flakko, is terrified for the repercussions. I mean, we're seeing what's happening when he's allowing somebody to come onto his podcast and his platform to say disparaging things about WACK100 despite not being involved in any gang activity. Wack wants Flakko to step into his gang fights and rivalries in order to defend his honor. Now, imagine if Flakko were to actually report on what we all know in this federal indictment is WACK100's own admissions of guilt of chasing Future through the airport. Imagine what would happen to poor Flakko, especially if things like this are happening.
You feel me?
I'm gonna tell them this ain't not my show.
But it's not my show though. Like, you feel me, right? Like,
You the one got him in the build, nigga.
no, true that, Wack. Yes,
You
but
got him in the building.
yes, but it's not
If
my
I
show
put a
though.
nigga in the building, and they get to disrespecting some people in the building, that I know gonna look at me, I'm gonna tell the niggas, look, bro, you in the building, do your podcasting.
Yeah.
But leave that other shit because it's a reflection on me.
No, true. Yeah,
Like, stop
true.
playing them games, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
yeah, true that.
Basically, what he's
And
saying.
you seeing Flakko trying to de-escalate the situation. I mean, he can't get more docile than that. Flacco's looking very passive and very submissive in the situation. He's bowing down, if you will. What more does Wack want? But no, this isn't enough. Wack takes it even further.
Flog is, if you got some niggas up in the building, bro, as soon as they start disrespecting somebody
You
else that
already
work
know
here,
it's a problem with me and
cut
these
it.
niggas.
Cut it off.
Because you said something to creep already.
About
You
what?
said, man, I know Wack. I don't know. And one of them niggas lied to you and told you we cool. I'm not cool with none of them niggas. But you do your shit. But you ain't finna give them niggas a platform to be dissing my set, homie.
So I got a question, Wack. If somebody came up in here and on your platform when you was doing your show and they started disrespecting Flock, what would you tell them?
I'm not gonna let it happen. Right? And then getting at an individual. Let me ask you something.
Which is not true either, because Flakko was all but a human punching bag at No Jumper.
If a nigga sitting in front of me, keep it real.
Talk to me.
In front of me in that room. And a nigga just outright dissed insane. Right in front of me on my show. What I'm gonna do, Dad?
You gotta correct them niggas, or I'm gonna feel some type of way about you.
There you go.
Me and you gonna have to holler.
That's a
problem.
That's a problem. And this is why I keep telling you,
Yeah.
bro, stay Flakko. They the nigga from North Dakota. You letting these niggas drag you, the wrong niggas drag you into shit. And while you showing love, they using you. They know that when my homies see that, they gonna call me, and then it's a conversation with you for what? When you showing them niggas love. Right? I could have.
So again, you hear WACK100 acknowledging Flakko's intentions are pure. He's just trying to show love. He's just trying to bridge the gap in podcasters. But look at the thanks he gets.
Oh, dude, what you doing, nigga? I don't trip. Do your shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all do y'all thing. But nigga, at some point, if you think that your platform is gonna be a platform they got to come diss my neighborhood, then you're gonna find out what it is.
Wait, but like,
And again, Flakko, what did you expect Flakko to do? Wack, he's not a gang member. So if somebody comes on his platform and disrespects your neighborhood, despite the fact that it was actually Adam 22's show, not Flakko's show where the situation happened, what is Flakko able to do?
hey, but like, no jumper. It's not my platform. It's Adam's platform, right? And the show itself.
Hey, Flakko on pop. Hey, listen. Hold on.
What the?
And then there you have Wack jumping up.
Wait.
And then there you have the firearm right there. Right there. You see El Blicchioto. And you just kind of have to wonder, is this the reason why Flakko is afraid to report on anything related to WACK100? Because he has Wack right there, hand on it. Hand on it. Right there for the world to see. Hand on it. And you just kind of wonder, is that the reason why Flakko is afraid to report accurately and fairly on WACK100? Because he's been threatened with, potential 1-2 steps. Like, yeah, it's crazy to the point where they even have to cut the camera off.
Bring him up out of here, nephew. He keep playing. You keep playing. The nigga just played me talking about some nut boy. You're right. But today, I don't want to be. Now, chill out, cuz. Is this nigga? I know it's yours. Let me holler at you. Since it ain't Joe's show. Chill out, bro. Come on out here. This is our show, cuz. Come on out here.
Here, man.
Bring him out. Somebody platform. Bro, I'm not. I'm going out there. No.
And I mean, Flakko is totally confused. He's just befuddled. He is just like, a father and a motherless child right now.
I ain't know.
He's just trying to defend himself.
Serious like that. Damn.
So, when you're looking at Flakko and you're wondering why, when we're talking about his involvement in the situation, WACK100's involvement in the situation Big U, while he'll only tell you things like this.
The superseding indictment just dropped, which we'll discuss shortly, and WACK100 has officially announced he's going after Big U for false statements Big U made against him.
So with that all being said, what the meat and potatoes is we're never going to hear Flakko actually talk about Wack being the person who introduced this situation with Future into what's now a superseding indictment into Big U. And honestly, I don't blame Flakko. It seems like, he may be in a little bit of danger. He may be in a little bit of harm should he decide to talk about it, considering the fact of what we just saw of his interactions with WACK100. So with that all being said, man, we're going to get up out into the next one. We're going to say prayers for Flakko and pray for his safety and pray that WACK100 just stays away from him, because Flakko just doesn't deserve to be accosted and be treated so, aggressively by WACK100 to where he's in such a submissive state. With that all being said, red dots to the left, you know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We go.